So let's talk about getting a boat out of a tight dock. So there's a few tips, and I'm going to give you 5 of them. Sailing virgins. Firstly, have a really good think before you touch any lines. I prefer to have the engines on before I'm telling anyone what to do, just in case they accidentally take a line off and I need to quickly make up for it with the screws. So that's the first step. I've got my engines on, so that's always handy. As soon as you start talking about lines and things like that, you want to have engines on, because if for some reason something happens unexpected, you can always head back and you can get on the throttles. So now let's think about the lines. On a no-wind day, I actually don't need any lines. I could literally take them off and just have a fender here and just drive around and then come out. But I usually leave one line that I can be working if I need to. It might be this one, for example, just have that on because I can drive forward, and it's kind of like an old monohull way of thinking. Cats offer you more because you've got 2 screws, you've got 2 engines, so you can do all this beautiful maneuvering so easily. Whereas monohulls, you've only got 1 engine, so monohull thinking suggests keep a spring on, I can drive forward on that spring, and then I can reverse. So I still have that thinking. It's fine when you're on a cat to think like that. The second tip here is you can kind of forget the wheel on a cat when it's slow speed. You can be using your engines. The 2 engines, the differential between the 2 engines, it's like an excavator, you know, with the 2 tracks. You can jam your hip or something into your wheel and really just use your 2 engines, and that will really help maneuver you. The third tip is to swing the stern out. We decided in this instance that we would be doing just that, swinging our stern out. So you've got to have enough fenders, and cats are very wide, so they really would love to touch a dock if they could. So you've got to be able to have enough fenders so that you can swing that stern out just enough that you need. So usually when you're doing anything with boats, getting them away, you're going to want a big fat fender on whichever end you're going to be using, or else you'll scrape your boat. Tip 4 is to figure out what you're going to do before you do it. So in our case, we decided that we would reverse out, so that's what we did. But the real point here is you've thought about it before you started the maneuver. And now I'm starting to think, okay, how am I actually going to get out? And it's just another point of view, another angle that I can see. It's going to be really easy because there's no wind. Wind is really the thing that catches these cats. I'm going to take my butt out, reverse, and then go out. You know, little things like that. Knowing what you're going to do in your own mind before you do it is very handy. So even on a super easy, super straightforward day, but I do have a boat here and a boat here. So yeah, I've got to go like that, come out, and then, so let's do it. Because I don't have much wind, I've got the luxury of being able to do things like pull the shorter line and even hold on to this. And now we're just starting to come out. So the boat will start to come out. So I'm really doing as little as possible, and I'm just going to come off a little bit. Once you've got that line in, you can perhaps get the fender. With laying on the fender, then I feel a bit nicer about just getting us out. There we go. Now I'm going to just go a little bit further out. We don't have a lot of water under us here, so I'm just going to spin us around. And I've got a ball here. Like I might, if I needed to, I could actually just literally bounce off this guy. But it looks like we won't need to now. We'll just come out of here. So that's how to get out of a tight spot in a marina. And again, like I'm loving idle. There's no hot moves here. The most revs I'm giving at the moment is like 1100. So just keep the energy really low, basically. And on a windy day, it's totally different. You need high energy because you're dealing with high energy. My vision on the port side forward on these cats is always terrible. Especially, well, I should say on cats without fly bridges. So I literally can't see port side forward. So I had a little scan beforehand. I've got a good crew on this boat, they'd always tell me. But yeah, you just kind of make do with what you got. So now we are done from this gorgeous little port. I really recommend this place. In fact, it's a secret. I don't want to tell you where it is because it's too nice. You'll have to come on one of our courses. We did a walk up to the cave this morning, the monastery, the abandoned monastery. It's just things like that that make this awesome. And finally, once you've got right out of the dock and there's no more issues, you can clear away your fenders and lines. Make sure you clear away all your fenders, because rule number one, always look good. You don't want to have one fender just draggling or dangling. That just looks so amateur. So yeah, make sure you clear away all your fenders and have your lines nice and neat. And rule number one, always look good. So there we have it, 5 tips to maneuvering in a pretty tight dock and getting your cat out in a pretty tight dock. We've got to sort out the lines, make sure you know what you're doing with lines. So forget the wheel on a cat pretty much, use the engines. Have a plan, so swing either the bow or the stern out, whatever you've planned before. And so as part of that plan, reverse or forward out, whatever you've intended to do. Always taking into account what the wind is up to, that's very key. And then tidy up the boat as you leave. So yeah, there's your tips. Have a good day. Alright, so it's super early. What time is it? 6 o'clock. The bells are for 6 in the morning. It's beautiful. It's like that glow that happens in these parts in summer, where on the dawn and the dusk, where it just hangs. It takes its time for the sun to come up. It just gives you this twilight that lasts forever. And so we're just coming up to this cave, this monastery cave. So we're going to do our morning routine up there. So everyone's here and hating me for getting up at 5:30, but they'll forgive me, so all good.